Okay, for week 6, we started off with a market data dashboard. And to start off with week 6, I had to download a lot more new things that helped, like YNet Finance, Pandas, just make sure it was all running to start off with. And I got the extensions for it. And then I also, I put in code and then it wasn't working to start off with. So then I kind of had to like mess around with it and chat and give it new code. And then I finally got it to where it was able to input the code for the Jupyter notebook, and just the Python version I was using as well. And so I finally had to fix it again because of the dates. It wasn't giving the right dates on it, and then it was putting in an error. But after that, I like put in what the error code was, and it finally gave me some code that actually got put in and works. And so it was a lot of that, but it finally gave me code, and so with the code, it ended up outputting a little chart with the mean daily return, the volatility, cumulative return for Apple, Google, and Microsoft, as well as giving the stock prices over time, like graph that shows that, and then also shows the daily returns as well throughout time. And then for the next one's a portfolio analysis tool, and this one also had a little bit of a error to start off with, and so I fixed it and it gave me new code and it worked after the second time on that one. And with this one, it gave a trading strategy back test for Apple. And as you can tell, there's the error. So we put it in again and we finally got the performance summary with the mean daily return, volatility, cumulative return. And this one showed the example of Apple and it shows like the stock price, the buy and sell signal, and just other things that go throughout time that you can just see once that you can see. And then the next one is going to be a market sentiment analyzer. And this one worked perfectly the first time. So I just put in the code and then end up showing the performance summary. So it gave the mean daily return, volatility, cumulative return, as well as the risk matrix, such as beta and the Sharpe ratio. And this one as well had the stock prices over time, and it gave a little graph as well. And then for the next one is going to be a market sentiment analyzer. So for the market sentiment analyzer, this one also worked really well. And so we just put in code as well. And then it gave the S&P 500 and then the NASDAQ. And it shows the advances, declines, and then the ratio as well for the market health report. And then it also goes through a little chart as well with the dates. The next one is going to be a dividend analysis tool. And this one did have an error to start off with, and I put it in and it fixed the issue, and we got the code that was correct. And this is what it looks like. So this is the dividend analysis for the Apple, and it shows the growth rate, the projected future dividends, the history, and then it shows a little chart as well. And this one goes throughout Apple and Microsoft, and then I struggled with Google, but the Microsoft and the Apple are definitely the better ones out of the three to like look at for sure. And so the last one is going to be a sector rotation analysis. And for this one, the code just wasn't working to start off with. So this one took a little bit more messing around to do with figuring out why there wasn't code working. And then I just had to make sure that everything was still installed. And then it also showed the error of the ADJ close. So it finally gave me code that actually fixed it. And that one ended up working. And so for that one, like as you can tell, it shows the ADJ close on that. And so for this one, it gives a chart for the sector performance ranking. And there's a lot to look at, but this example, it just gives like about 10 different things to look at and different tickers. And then these are the little ticker things as well. And it shows a sector trend analysis as well, making the true or false statements also. But yes, that is for week 6.